Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your reading. We're using the Astro dice. It is about your career. We're going to talk about your career today. We've got Venus, we've got the 10th house, and we have Capricorn, which rules the 10th house. That's you. You know what? I've done 3 readings today, and every single one of them, their sign is shown up as the sign. I find that fun. Okay, so Venus. Venus is is going to be moving in just probably by the time you see this video, she will be in Cancer. If not, she'll be there soon. That opposes your sign. Venus is going to be asking you to check your heart, to what feels right, to listen to your intuition about matters around career. She is about self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. What feels right, what holds those values for you to be true. We've got the fish that's got it's just the bones, which means it is a completion of a project. It's working things. It's, oh my gosh, it's the structure they just said. I just heard get to the bones of the matter. I'm not sure. I've never heard that before. So get to the bones of the matter. So it is breaking something. Oh, bare bones. Thank you. Okay, so it is the bare bones. It is getting something down to the bare bones. It's almost like really being super hyper focused and cutting out the fluff that's going on around you. We have a bird. Oh, I've never seen this one. It's super cute. We got a little bird sitting on a branch. Getting ready to take flight. It's just resting. There's almost a need to do both, to keep things in balance. We've got the cat that is definitely about intuition, this particular cat. We've got, oh my God, I didn't know if this was in here either. Hold on. This one is a cat. We got a cat that's like clinging to a wall or something, right? I had a cat when I was growing up that would hang on the screen door. It would say me out when I wanted out and say me in when I wanted in. And so there's almost this energy of asking for what you want, okay? Waiting for the right moment, but you have a pig with wings when pigs fly. It is something that you didn't think could happen that's going to happen. It's something that you thought never in a million zillion years you were going to see happen. But there's a need for you to break things down to the bare bones, to really look at something, that bird sitting there almost waiting for the right opportunity to take flight, to know what it is that you're doing. You've got a tower moment happening up here in the area of your finances. So, whoa, what is all this? Venus is going to challenge you. She's going to challenge you. She is going to challenge you. Do you really want what you want? Do you know what you want? Can you focus on it? My nose is itching so much from this. Can you focus on what it is you really want? You have the Star card for the overall energy. Star card says, look to the future with hope and optimism. But with this tower sitting here in your resources, you might be going, really? Are you sure? The power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So if you focusing on that, because here with this tower in the area of resources, it says, let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Something very bare bones. Something is definitely, you got to cut away the fluff, and you're really going to want to pay attention to your intuition. The key to the situation is the Four of Wands, which is a sense of stability, being grateful for that you have much to celebrate. A need to really see where you are right now and count your blessings. When you count your blessings, that's how you increase your blessings. deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. That is the key to the situation. That is what most people want, is that sense of stability and joy and happiness. And so there's a need to really find it in the now moment and to hold on to it, being, oh, they're showing me the eye of the hurricane, being the eye in the storm. Things around you, right? Pigs flying. There is a rare opportunity coming. There is a rare opportunity. Open your heart, love yourself, and dare to be vulnerable. Venus. Venus is saying, ask for what you want. We have the oneness. Look for common humanity. Invoke the Lemurian light. But what I'll tell you what this looks like to me. It looks like tapping the collective consciousness. What you want is out there. You got to tap into it. You got to really believe in it. What's draining your energy is the Ace of Springs. Wanting to take action. Waiting for timing. That bird just sitting there, waiting to fly. That bird sitting there waiting to fly. So, what's transforming is this lack of clarity. We've got the Seven of Cups here. No more procrastinating. I'll tell you why I'm hesitating. It's because this whole bottom row here is really stressful. This is thoughts, feelings, and actions. Okay? So, in the area of what the challenge is, you have the Seven of Winter. And the Seven of Winter says there's a better choice. Not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Okay? And what's transforming? The Seven of Cups. Being able to get the clarity. So that's happening. Okay? I think the problem is the fear. You're being held in place by your own fears, whether or not they're founded. I'm not sure that they're founded, although we have this Tower moment. I feel like you thought things were clicking along, something happened, and you're like, wait. I thought I was getting somewhere, and now this thing just happened, right? You have 3 sevens. You have 3 sevens. In the heart space, you have the Seven of Spring. So you've got the challenge is the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Winter, the seeing the strategy of the clarity of knowing which way to go. The way to transform the situation is by choosing carefully from the opportunities and allow the healing to happen. And in the heart space, you have the Seven of Spring, which says to be assertive, to stand up for yourself. And so I almost feel like whatever happened, it's because it so goes against the grain and the core of who you are inside. It just really rubs the wrong way. It's so uncomfortable that even though you're trying to create stability, you may just about be willing to create instability, the Tower moment, in order to see. It's almost like the structure and the foundation is not sturdy enough for you. And you can see it's going to fall anyway, so I might as well just take it down now. Like, that's not working for me. That won't continue to work for me. You know, when you're drafting, and you start here, and if you're only going an inch and you're off by a millimeter when you're drawing the second line, it doesn't really matter. But if you extend that line over distance, then the gap becomes too big and you got to scrap the thing and start all over. And that's what it feels like. It feels like something that's not quite in alignment. And you're like, yeah, I can just see down the road this is going to get worse. Like, it is veering off my path. I'm veering off my path in some area of my life, and I need to make a change right now, is what it feels like. You're like, I feel like I need to make a change right now. And so here you're trying to create all the stability. We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, right? Fours are about creating stability, that structure that's nice and sturdy. Only to be really honest, a tripod is way more sturdy than a square, right? The square will shift and become like a quadrilateral or something, like it all moves around, and but the triangle is actual stability. It's almost like you have to remove something in order to create stability. And so what do you need to remove in your life to create the stability, right? Because the fish doesn't have its meat on it, it's just the bones. Get down to the bare bones. What in your life needs to be removed in order to create the stability that you are seeking is what this feels like, right? So we've got this four of spring here, right? But we have the ace of spring in what's draining your energy. It says time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams and amazing career opportunities. If you take this one away from this four, you get the three of wands, which is about seeing the bigger picture and moving in the direction you want to go. It's almost like you started something and you thought that was going to be the thing, and it's not the thing. Something. And there's a need for you to stand up for what you believe in. The action to take we actually have is the Three of Swords, the Three of Winter. But this is the action to take. This is not what is happening to you. This is the action to take. And so I think that there is a thought out process, a choice, a decision that you make. That is not, I think you create the tower. You take down the structure. It's not working for you. It says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation, sadness that will heal with time. Spirit has your back. We have the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Winter for the outgoing cards. And it says, you have what it takes if you only believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you are not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. I think you got to subtract something from your life in order to get what you want. Now, she's on a little ice floe, and it's floating along. There's no swords here. It's going to bump into another piece at some point, and she could hop off of that little island that she is on. Love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. Look for the common humanity and invoke the Lemurian light, which feels like the star, the hope. We've got the dove. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. And the hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joys on the way. The action to take is to take the action. Like everything is right here. Listen to your heart to make the choice. And pigs fly. If you don't give yourself wings, how are you going to get there, right? I don't know. This looks really tough. I got to say, Capricorn, this looks really tough. But when all this energy, the Sun, Mercury, and Venus are opposing your sign, it's a stressor. And I think that you may be, if you look over your life, you might say, July, June, end of June, early July in general brings challenges because those planets would constantly be moving through there in opposition. You've got Pluto about to retrograde back into your sign back to 29 degrees. And so as Pluto retrogrades back in, I don't think that the sun will oppose it. Let's just see what happens here. Hold on. Let's just see. So I'm on Facebook every day, and I pull cards, and I do the astrology over there. And so I kind of couldn't do it like this over there, too. So if you'd like to do that, leave me a comment here. Join me over on Facebook. The link is in the description box below. And people who are members of my Facebook group and leave comments on YouTube are in a drawing for a reading. Okay, so Pluto gets into... doesn't get into Capricorn until much later. Okay, so not while the sun is there. but he's only at 0 and 1 degrees of Aquarius. So as Venus and Mercury and the Sun move through, right up to about that point at around July 15th, when everything else is blowing the crap out of the world, I'm going to tell you, the middle of July looks crazy. And I think for you, you're going to feel all of it, because you're going to be opposed. Your energy is going to be opposed. And Pluto is triggering some of this. We have 2 full moons in Capricorn. We have one coming up here on the 20th, I think it is. And then we have another one on the 19th, I believe, of July. And so that one on the 19th of July will be opposing Pluto. Will be conjunct Pluto. So there is some big transformative energy that is just percolating below the surface. Things need to feel more stable. And I think part of what's going to create that stability for you, Capricorn, is by really being very clear-eyed and focused. What do I need to remove from my life in order to create more of a stable structure than a 4? I don't know why they think 4 is about stability. It's about wanting stability, but it isn't actually stability. 3s are stability. Not only are 3s more stable, but they also provide opportunity for growth. And so too much on your plate in some arena of your life, if you can be very clear-eyed about what you're removing right now, then you become this eye in the middle of this chaotic storm that is swirling around and is going to blow through the world right there in the middle of July, and that energy is going to be opposing your energy. Like, you're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss it. It's going to hit you, and it's not going to be comfortable at all. Your ruling planet, Saturn, is going to be squaring Mars, and is that correct? Do I have that right? Yes. Right then. Like, there's almost nothing good on the astrology about that week. And so right now, don't be stuck. Right now, make the choice and the decision to do something productive right now. Clear a little space. Focus on the goal, what it is that you want. And use your intuition to do it. Like, really listen. You have a fishtail for a reason. But you're going to have to get down to the bare bones of some situation to figure it out. None of this looks easy. It just looks really important. So, I'm wishing us all a lot of success. I got a Capricorn rising and I got Cancer sun. Like, I'm in the thick of this with you. So this should be fun. So come and join me over there on Facebook, and we'll ride the storm out together. All right, you guys take good care of yourselves. I really mean that. This is around career. This is around your sense of value and your sense of worth. Okay? So for those of you who are panicking that it might be about romance or something, that says 10th house. So this is around financial things. So that strategy and planning, you can create a plan and you can work the plan. It's a lot easier than trying to deal with emotional stuff, right? So I think therein lies the hope. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Take good care.